Right, testing, testing. We are probably hopefully back. I would expect, I would presume, I would probably have the anticipation. And yeah, there we go. Okay, that was interesting. That was the second time that I've tried to stream this game this week, and I've had a random first system hiccup and then blue screen of death. That caused me to restart, but I've absolutely no idea what that even happened. Other than apparently they were both kernel related, but I have no idea what the hell would even cause that to begin with. Pretty sure I've had, I can count the number of times that I've had a BSOD with fingers on one hand with my current hardware loadout, and don't believe this ever happened to me before when it came to, you know, any of this stuff, but like trying to play games, but it's strange. Very, very strange. I guess I'll have to figure a few things out. I guess what I'll do is I'll untick a certain something that I do have sometimes. Not with that in mind, or with that having been said, rather, I think I'm gonna try to. There we go. Yeah, reset the capture thingy. I would expect that it doesn't have anything to do with the capture thing either, because if there we go, we're still back. Or we are back. And this is still up, rather. That's what I was trying to say. I've definitely used that for quite a while now, and I don't think I've run into these bizarre sort of errors before. Let me see. Like literally before this week, this is like the first time I've had any blue screens in any significant amount of time, so I have to wonder what the fuck could even be causing that, but whatever, let's just carry on, I suppose. I'd assume that they open, but there's a spook to greet us back into the game, but I would assume that we are going to be fine. Let me see, the Lamentation. I think, yeah, the Lamentation was the final chapter. Because, I mean, after I came back after the last blue screen, I restarted the stream and just continued. Everything was fine, so I really have no idea what that was about. I suppose I will save over the Lamentation, which it looks like that probably was the final chapter of the first run through the game, because the first Makoto chapter from the sort of extended run through that we've been doing here is right after it, so I would expect that's the case. Okay, that time we saw the door close itself. I think this is gonna be the chapter where we end up, yeah, picking up all these diaries. With my patient Draco, as I get we've read all these before, and there's like 10 of them, so maybe she's nervous. I'm gonna try to help her, but we don't know kind of already how that ends. There's Kyoko, there's Reiko, and here's us getting a close-up, I guess. That ghost was this nurse, this child. Could it be the Kuroneko that we met in the chat room, but we already know that pretty much. Yeah, the original run through this chapter was quite kind of heavy on plot dump, in a matter of speaking. But I guess, yeah, the revelation that this spooky child that we had seen a number of times before was this person was its own revelation as well, I suppose. Oh, okay. What are we getting now? Oh, just lights going out, and I think probably if I try to get out of here, that's when the, yeah, that's when this happens, but I don't think this is a good source of batteries either, because this happens and then I realize, I wonder why it stopped. It's because the batteries must have run out. The light just dies, so darn. Finally I could find some batteries, but the ones that were in this thing just a moment ago are not gonna be any good to me now. Wonder where we can go to find batteries. It certainly couldn't be the second floor or anything like that. Oh, another little jump scare from Reiko.
Everybody goes away. I'm alone in the darkness. I'm lonely.
And my name is Edward Carby. Okay. And oh yeah, I forgot about this happening. Honestly, we can't actually go that way now because because the way to the stairwell is sealed off by some spooky curtain of death now. I guess it's just gonna be a matter of trying to hide. We can't interact with that door anymore, even though they should just get out of that room. Oh goodness me, I think we just died. That is unfortunate. Because I wasn't expecting the spook to happen at that precise moment. We'll try that again. I mean, we did save at one point, I guess, before we go into that chapter. I can't even remember how to get past that. I mean, how many rooms are there in the... I'm guessing that what we're supposed to do is head into one of the other rooms in this floor. And see if we can manage to not get got there. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me want to skip the cutscene. Spooky little girl, I can't believe she wants me dead, even though I was coming to be nice to her. And somehow she completely misinterprets my intentions, even though she was really nice to the old lady who ended up in here as well. Just because she knew her, she has granny privilege. Oh, it was because of a battery. The battery's dead. I don't have candles either. Well, I wonder if ghosts give off some kind of energy in this universe. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try to not die this time. Let me see if I can keep in mind where the doors to other places are in this hallway before we end up in the... They're only on this... Oh, we're on the third floor. Okay, never mind. I thought we were on the second floor. Yeah, maybe we have to go back in here. Computer lounge, cafeteria. So all the doors that are not to room 301 are on that side. We're in the dark. We get spooked and we start getting harassed by this child. Again. Well, maybe I'm not Edward Carnby, maybe I'm the other player character. It's kind of escapes me right now. From Alone in the Dark one. Oh hey, that time I actually managed to like do the quick escape at least. Just trying to, oh fuck, interact with any of these doors. Oh. Alright, maybe we'll get good at this yet. Yeah, maybe we have to go into a room 301 here, but... Okay, now I'm like acing each one. It's curious. I don't know, maybe go into the little dumbwaiter, see this. This little nook is marked as kitchen, I'm quite certain of that. I don't know if we have to like just do that X number of times and then we... Oh, okay, maybe we do. And if we fail that, we just get unlucky, or just shake hard enough. Oh, that's rude. Pretty sure I said the exact same thing last time, like, What do you mean you give me a scripted encounter and then you pull me into another one right after? That sounds very nice. Okay, let's... I don't know, I am sufficiently cross with the mechanics in that particular instance, the game mechanics, that I do want to make another save right after getting out of that situation. So let's try to, get off this floor. But actually this time. Okay, so that's kind of weird, and I guess that's probably, you can probably wave it off as, it being child behavior, but she's all like, don't leave me, how dare you leave me, everybody leaves me behind. But when the old lady comes here, she's like, oh, no, I'm gonna let you go because you're too special. I'm not angry at you. Ava, did I like miss one of the recording things? Probably did. Was it on this side, on that side? It's probably on this side. 204. I might as well come in here and check it out. What do we have here? I mean, we probably listened to this before, but let's do it again, anyhow.
Hello, Reiko. You look well today. My friend from the chat room said that she would come visit me here. It makes me so happy. I can't wait. Is that so? That's very nice of her. Make sure you're in good spirits for your visitor. I will. See you later. See you later.
Well, she did get visited, as we know, but it didn't end up treating her guest all that well. I would say that doing what she did in front of the people, or the person who was supposed to be her guest, is actually quite rude when it comes down to it. And here's the radio. Old cassette recorder. Well, maybe it's not a radio, but it's actually playing a cassette with no tape in there. Maybe I can use these batteries. There you go. Still get these foley noises of us changing the batteries, just like with the other dude.
I wanted to help her.
Yeah, I think right now we get the picture. How many times has she said that by now? Yeah, it sucks to be in your situation, Kyoko, but what are we gonna do? What do you want us to do about it all? Now we have to like go look for the pieces of her diary. Oh boy, we're already doing the hunt. So we're having a good time, blah 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 blah. Got himself on the chat, got the idea from a magazine article that was in the waiting room. I realized my phone, I had a message from Reiko. She would like her cell phone. Maybe the best way for her to connect to the outside world right now. Maybe they want me to read the diary, but also the cat blue is gonna ominously close its eyes for a moment and not be available as I am having that bit of dialogue. So no, I guess right now we just do our whirlwind tour of the hospital while waiting for any indications that, hey, you should go into this room because there's a diary in here. I don't know why I made like, oh, there's one just like in plain sight. So many of these little books, and each one of them like isn't its own volume, but it has like so little text written on it. Rika's mother gave her cell phone when she came to visit, blah 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 blah. Okay, so Rika's mother did come here at one point. I hear like faint siren noises, even though my window's closed. That's interesting. Is a schedule difficult? So this happened. So she actually came to the hospital and gave her the cell phone at some point. But after everything else happened, she and the other parent were just like completely vanished. And after what's his face, Makoto tried to teleport to her place, or wherever her mother's cell phone would have been located at the end of the last chapter. That's right where it ended. So it's still a mystery what the deal is with her parents. I think that's everything, right? Did we go into this room here? One open, okay. So for this floor, at least, we wanted to. Well, we tried to go into the nurse station and we couldn't. Room 202, we went in there. Room 204. I guess we'll take another look in there, even though I don't know if it's like gonna be that every one of these rooms that we can go into. I don't remember if they all have a diary somewhere. This one does. I mean, we've seen all this before, but there's a cracked cell phone on the floor. She's been having trouble getting in touch with her mother. They want to fight about it. She wouldn't be able to use it whenever she wanted, but she would be allowed to use it for 20 minutes before the lights out. She can also chat around the PC in the lounge. After such a long stay, she must have started going crazy. I don't know. Well, let's pop back up to the 3rd floor. We got the cafeteria, computer lounge, nurse's station, and room 301 in here. And yeah, we immediately tell that there's a book in these little nooks here that I don't know what they're supposed to be for. Ordinarily, I guess we're gonna get another recording here probably. Well, while also having Kyoko's ghost in our purview, because why not? Let's stack these ghostly events.
Oh, Reiko, come over here. Kishibe. Let me introduce you to Mrs. Kishibe. Hello, I'm Reiko Asagiri. Hello there. I'm Chio Kishibe. I've heard all about you. Reiko's really something. She's teaching me how to use a computer. Is that so? Maybe I should take lessons too. Don't be silly. You have Take to teach you. It's a computer in the lounge. You can email or chat with friends who live far away. It's fun.
Okay. Take. I've gotta be honest, I've kind of forgotten that name. I think Take was supposed to be like maybe the son of Michio and Chiyo. I don't remember. I think we did see him at some point, yeah. Or the grandson. Because I think, yeah, in the first ending after Chiyo wakes up, I think Take is like there and he's like, hey, mom, dad, look, grandma woke up or something. I think that's like the only other time that we saw him even mentioned, though. She was on the phone, goes straight to voicemail. I hope that she's okay. Well, maybe something did happen to her. Maybe she got like kidnapped, or maybe she was like into some shady shit. I mean, hopefully we'll find out next chapter. But because health really seems to get better whenever she receives calls. Blah 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 blah. She's been down. It's all in the decline, even after she became a ghost. Well, I mean, she might have been killed because of what something that Reiko did, based on the fact that apparently she collapsed and died after going in the chat room. And I think, based on what we've seen, I think it's a pretty safe bet to blame Reiko for all the shenanigans that goes on with bad shit happening to people who go in the chat room. Is where we get the hand scare? Maybe now? No, okay. Maybe that was like in a previous chapter and I just didn't happen. Or that opportunity just passed me by. Well, we saw it once before. I suppose that's all that matters. I guess there's no books in here, though. Let's go to 301, which I believe at this point we've established that this is the room where Reiko was staying. And yeah, didn't even see the ghostly apparition. Maybe if we like back off a little bit, we will see it again. Yeah, there you go. Because like as soon as you walk into the room, you're too close and it just vanishes immediately. But Then back off and see it. Yeah. Please be quiet, I'm trying to read. Been 1 week since Reiko's operation. No complications, but she doesn't seem to be improving. Stress has left her worse off. Irritating that the only comfort I can give her is by holding her close. She's checking her chat site less frequently. I wonder what happened. Oh yeah, and people were mean to her on the internet, I guess that was like another factor. I forgot about that. Hey guys, don't be mean. Now let's see. I guess the only other places that we have is the little nook here at the bathrooms, which I am not expecting to have anything. Sure that, yeah, I don't think the bathrooms ever had anything significant in this game. Except for like a couple of oopsie scares in the... Actually, before we answer that, let me save again, because I don't remember what's gonna happen here. Could be another surprise attack.
EMP's radioed in. We have a patient on the way. Make preparations on the first floor.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, how do we get there? Oh yeah, I think the first floor is technically blocked off. Oh, and I think this might be a moment where I have to, like, take a look at this real quick. I don't think there's anything else left for me to, find on the second or third floors, but now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't really look, but I think the way to the first floor is blocked off by like a bunch of chairs that were just stacked in the stairwell. But a little document that I was looking at before does have a note that when you're replaying this chapter and you get to this point, you shouldn't, use the number right away, but rather go back down after you get spooked by a shadow that you can't even see what it is. It could just be like... Oh, also spooky cat. 302. Oh, but I'm pretty sure that if you try to open that door after that, it's just gonna be like a black void, so we won't even bother trying. Probably try to at least make a joke about, the shadow that just zooms across the screen sometimes when you start running is like the beginning of Manos Hands of Fate, but we didn't even get around to actually articulating that. I think we did see this before, but we also backed off. What if we let these... I think these are both hostiles, actually. Yeah, we got... Yeah, we've been attacked by both that guy and... that nurse. That's not Kyoko. Okay, we can stare at the void, but... Okay. We get that encounter. And with that, I think we can just carry on now. But we can just, yeah, I think that if we have anything more to do with the void there, we can... We're just gonna trigger a stupid death, so let's not do that. Let's carry on with what we're meant to be doing, which is calling the number. Actually, hold on. What's this wallpaper? I think we can actually zoom into it. Just fucking endurable, I guess. Whose phone is this supposed to be? I think Kyoko. If I had to guess, but yeah, the business card that we just picked up. That's the number we need, I believe. 997-447-619. Yeah, at this point I would assume that there's nothing left for me to pick up in the third or second floors. now we're down here in the office. There's the list of office procedures. There's no phone for us to pick up, but here it is actually, I think. Yeah, I thought that might happen actually. This might be the same chapter where we can potentially get that guy to show up if we examine the stuff, like the piece of paper in one of these side rooms on this floor. Yeah, okay. Oh, also the entrance is the first floor. Well, it's the ground floor anyway. That's usually where the entrance is. It might be the ground floor, which is not the same as the first floor. Yeah, the entrance, but I don't think she's gonna. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, don't think she's gonna see anything when we try to open the front door and we just see the black void out there. But no, the door just won't open. That's that. Alright, let's see. We just came out of the director's office, so let's check the treatment room, the examination room. If we can open it. Oh, it won't open. Oh, but we can get a recording here, I guess. Right out here in the hallway. Watch this one go yell out. I mean, all of the stuff that's in this chapter pretty much. Like almost everything. Like the only thing that we haven't seen before so far is the woman who really counted up just a minute ago, but I heard this before.
Likely a fracture of the left leg. Bruise on the left torso. Patient is in significant pain. She suffered some head trauma, but the patient remains alert. Can you hear me? Respond if you can.
I guess we did have to do that. That's another flashback to our own accident. Hmm. Our own encounter with a Suzuki truck. Apparently
This
we...
hospital.
Yeah.
When I got into that accident, this is where I was taken.
And there was the window. And apparently we were like sitting right next to the girl.
You look better today. How do you feel?
Yeah. Can I ask you something?
What is it?
The day of the accident, I was supposed to meet somebody here at this hospital. I met them in the chat room. I only know their screen name. I'm pretty sure that they were staying here at the hospital. The screen name was Koroneko. Do you know who that is?
Yes. That patient actually left the hospital a few days ago.
Really?
I'm sorry though, I can't give you any more information regarding a patient.
I understand.
And back in the present. So I guess the implication then was that conversation happened after Reiko had already jumped. Oh yeah, Kyoko, now I remember. She was the nurse in charge of me. Why did Kyoko become a ghost? Well, you see, sometimes people die and they are killed when they are killed, but I guess the real question at that point would be, how was she killed? Oh. Also, very jazzy ringtone here.
Hello?
I didn't think that you'd pick up. You're at Kuramiya Hospital, right?
Yes, why are you calling on this phone?
I was going to transport to the hospital. Don't worry about that for now. Listen to me. There are many locations within the mnemonic abyss, but they all share a single origin. The Kuramiya Hospital.
What do you mean?
Basically, whoever's been dragging people into the mnemonic abyss through the black page is there.
Makoto? Hello?
Whoa. Okay, so
What brought us here to the mnemonic abyss?
see right now was that call from wherever he ended up after he okay. After he dialed the mom's phone, I wonder. So I wonder what made him go whoa. Well, I mean, what are we? Oh, okay.
I like being alone. I'm so lonely. That's why I brought you here.
Now let
You're going
me.
to become a part of this world.
Yeah, now let me pull you in like I do. Okay, I didn't remember that whole sequence of events coming from, you know. Oh boy, so I'm going to presume that there's going to be another, yeah. Another forced sequence here. Ah, dang it. I apparently lost the touch already of trying to, you know, not, or trying to actually be able to pull off the... Oh, dang it. Oh, okay, that's not good. I don't know if I can escape this. Can I, like, at least try to get down from the... Oh, shit. Okay, no, I was able to escape that by backing off at least. Don't remember if that happened the first time that we had that encounter, because I'm assuming that we did have that encounter on the first run through. Okay, yeah, because I was just trying to come in here to see if there were any more diaries to pick up, which there should be. I also think it's kind of humorous how right after Reen asked, like, I wonder who's behind this whole thing. I wonder who could have brought us here. Like, immediately, Reiko appears and be like, hey, idiot, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you fucking think? But yeah. I don't know what to do. My colleague Hina was complaining about Reiko's recent attitude, being told her psychologically. Often she takes it out on the nurses, really puts me in a difficult position. I guess that's, Reiko often takes it on the nurses, so Hina also died in the hospital. She collapsed. Maybe she went on the spooky page as well. It's not very clear. Just let her vent, but Reiko overheard her. Was so careless she hasn't talked to me since, you know, just froze food on the floor. Okay, so it was like... Yeah, I didn't remember all these details. It was like a lot of shit stacking together.
I left her. I left Reiko all alone. I wasn't there for her when she needed me most.
She lied when she said that Kuroneko had left the hospital. Well, apparently... I mean, assuming that that conversation that she had with Rin was after the incident, then she technically wouldn't have been lying. She did, in a matter of speaking, leave the hospital. But I guess she probably would have been brought back in if she actually did end up in the morgue. And I think, yeah, maybe interacting with that thing will trigger another ghost encounter. Let's find out. Let me verify this theory. Oh, we got like a spooky face flash as well. Words are not legible. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was thinking of a different occasion. Maybe I was just making it up. I mean, there aren't any other rooms that we can check in this floor, right? So, oh, get the spooky ambulance noises again. Even though we've spent quite a bit of time in the hospital in the past. And I'm pretty sure that it wasn't until last chapter and then this chapter again that we heard that particular noise. To try and spook us, I guess. Nothing happening here. I'm pretty sure that, I'm pretty confident that that text up there does say like emergency entrance or ambulance entrance. That is in fact QQ Iriguchi, is what that should say, but if I can remember that for the future, alright, well, not too sure where we can go next, as a matter of fact. Oh, I guess we get another. Okay, I think we get another recording with Reiko, and I think after that, Reiko's ghost just shows up sitting here and just stays there for the rest of the chapter, I think.
In an hour. Maybe she's not coming. Maybe she lied to me.
Well, she went ahead of you, I might say.
Maybe she's just like everybody else.
She was, in
Maybe she
fact.
didn't mean what she said. She didn't really care about me.
She was very punctual, just
I
not
trusted her.
how you expected. And yeah, there she is, just sitting. Hey, I'm here. Look, I'm still here after all this time. I was never not here. Oh. Do we have, yeah. Another little diary to collect here, which I guess I didn't collect yet. This condition is getting quite serious. She gets thinner and thinner each day. She's almost stopped eating. She would have the appetite. Has been able to get a hold of her mother at all, so we're really gonna have to find out what happened with the mother, I guess. In addition, with the accounting department, since she missed last month's payment, I'm worried about her. I went to Reiko just now. She told me to leave her alone. She'll let me. She's just being stubborn about feeling really alone. They told me that next week her friend was coming to see her. It was the only thing she has to look forward to. Hope I give her an opportunity to cheer up, but then that happened. Meeting a friend from the internet? That's unheard of. I mean, hopefully, I would say that it technically went better than, say, the Reddit 2012 Baltimore meet. You know, but, alright, here we go, another volume. Wonder how many we're missing now. Tsukushima passed away today at 3:50 p.m. We'll never be able to forget his smile. Felt like he had a new grandchild, pray for many patients, but this is the first time I've heard this hard. Parsing for a nurse when she has to be comforted by her colleagues, but I couldn't help it. Seeing Reiko crying hysterically, clutching Mr. Kishibe's bed was just unbearable, so... Look at how many things do we even have now that are stacked on top of each other to, like... make Reiko like an absurdly tragic character. Well, how many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, so we're just missing 7. I would want to assume that it's probably somewhere on this floor, but I don't even know. It's like she's got like this mysterious chronic illness, I guess, debilitating illness that means that she has to stay in the hospital, but we never get any more details than that as to what the deal is with that. And he gets a cell phone and like figures out chat rooms to talk to her mother, but after a while her mother just disappears. She befriends these like old folks, but eventually one of them dies. Oh. Well, let's open the door. And she starts to lash out, and oh, okay, I guess we're gonna have to check that out now. And then the nurses, one of the nurses complains about her, and she hears it, and also got a key. What's the key for, though? Key to the second floor nurse's office. Well, yeah, I forgot about that little detail. Well, thank goodness that Rin has a much better eye for this kind of thing than I do. Like, what else even happened to her? She was supposed to meet Rin, but literally the same day Rin got into an accident and was brought to the same hospital, but she has no idea, like, that happened to her, and that's not it. I think this is it. Yeah, okay. So Rin ends up in the hospital at the same time, but Rico has no idea that she's there. I don't know, it's... Oh yeah, there's also like the mean stuff said in the chat room about her or whatever. And... maybe there's something else I forgot, but yeah, it's just kind of absurd how much They decided to pile on to that character's backstory. 997-116-286. What do we got? I mean, I know exactly what we got. We're gonna teleport back upstairs, but... So we seek to be a bit more expeditious. So where are we right now, actually? What floor is this? Second floor. Okay, perfect. We're exactly where we need to be, actually. Unlocked, and yeah, presumably the final little box is supposed to be here, or it's gonna be in here. And here it is. And I think, yeah, we, like, trigger this spooky laptop in front of us after this. Internet forums and chat rooms are quite harsh, but it's quite shocking to actually see it for yourself. I can't believe places like 2chan actually exist. What are you talking about? It's just a bunch of geeks really killing me. Alright, well, that thing was supposed to turn on after that. Should we pick that up? But maybe we have to like try to leave. Or whatever. Do we go back to the computer room? Oh wait, we got this. Yeah, we should be just teleported here, so that does make sense. Is there something on the... Maybe I just imagined it. But I saw like writing on one of the walls for a moment. This is not really yeah, this is not the floor that the computer room is in. Maybe we have to go back up there because we do have the full set of the diary now. Did manage to amass the complete collection. Your lounge, yeah, that's up ahead. Maybe that's where we have to go. Because I thought that, you know, the computer that was right in front of us, that's what was gonna have to be, that's what was going to activate, but it didn't. Can I take a look back in here? Yeah, there's nothing like that in here, so... Oh well. I guess I'll just sit right back down there and take another look. And again, I think you do remember that in order to... like initiate the final sequence of this chapter, assuming of course that this was the final chapter that we did on the first run, as we do have to be on the ground floor. Right now, I'll just head back over there, back over here, that is. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know why this didn't just happen before, but here we go. That person, the sickly one. Like, what am I supposed to say to her? Oh boy. I guess it's kind of a downer, but yeah. Name and stuff. What do you mean? I think it's time to say all this stuff. Maybe Rene's Koroneko. Blah 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 blah. Are you the fun police or something? Better drive everyone away. And then she doesn't see that until after all that. This is the chat room I used. Why is this? Koroneko. Well. We had like rolled into another series of spooky grapples right after this. Or do we just leave? Or do we... Oh. Well, that would probably be a good time to save. And remember, maybe we do have to... to initiate like the final sequence of this chapter from somewhere else that's not the ground floor. And there she goes. I guess we're just gonna follow her after all. Never mind. I thought I was gonna like... Well, I guess I will. Just as a Not because I'm paranoid. I'm gonna get roped into another like action sequence where dying might be remarkably simple. Let's do a quick save here. Where do you want me to go? In here, and okay, the actual computer lounge this time. This time we're not just fumbling in the dark when we come in here. I mean, we kind of are, but maybe in one less sense this time.
Oh, Reiko, there you are. Oh, you look well today. It's almost time for your tests. Come on, the doctor is waiting on the first floor.
Whatever I was doing, I can just get up and not bother logging out or anything. I mean, I don't know, children using computers are weird. It's cost me no money, I can't help with anything. Mom would be happier if I went away, but that's what everybody thinks. Well, so first everyone was just shitting on her. I don't remember if we, yeah, I'm pretty sure we did see this before. First everyone was just shitting on her, but now they're all like, yeah, that'll be nice. I wonder who Passerby was. That's like supposed to be another character that's an actual character, if it's just like a generic extra voice that they added just for this scene. Kuroneko, whom I promised to meet, was Reiko Asagiri. And I ran so fast, but I got cut off by a Suzuki truck, and we did actually end up meeting in person, but she, well, neither I or she realized it. Got into that accident, so I got a lift instead of walking all the way there. Like I said, I dare say it was a bit rude of her to do that while I was right there. It was a dream, but they were my memories. Is that Kuroneko? Well, I mean, I think right now we're just repeating ourselves, in a sense. But yeah, I'm thinking that, oh, okay, never mind, we don't have to redo the last part, unless that's like a separate thing that I completely forgot about. If that was supposed to be the last chapter, yeah, that didn't end there before. Annotation completed. Okay, so we're not gonna be reliving the whole part at the end where we have to like run through the spooky hallways while everything is going to shit, and there's like some pretty neat music playing. Or maybe it's just like slightly remixed because we have you know, we're doing the other run through, so let's catch up with Makoto and maybe hopefully get some more answers for what's supposed to be actually happening here. Like, what is there gonna be like a more specific reason for why Reiko became a spooky ghost that's able to pull people into a spooky world from the spooky chat room? Maybe something like that. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect here, but Because Mother also got dragged into the mnemonic abyss, or so we believe. I mean, you don't know that yet. Just spitballing here. What do we have here? It's a robot from Mario Paint. Data robot. What does that say? It says S Amano. Oh boy. Well, if I can actually read that or turn that so that it's actually legible. S Amano. Well, it's a retro robot doll. Okay. S Amano written on the underside of the foot. The table with a heater hasn't been used in a long time, so you know, kotatsu. We're not gonna call that by its actual specialized term that it has. This paper is from 5 years ago. It's a TV with a built-in VCR. And saved also. Should probably start saving the curse. Which, as you might expect, is another new chapter, so let's... Why do we have two... No, whatever, I'll just... I mean, hopefully this will be good enough to just... keep going with the reduced number of extra save slots that we have, because I think that at this point we are technically like past the point of where the game originally ended on the first run, so... Oh, okay. Anything in there? No? Just typical drawer fare, where you can open it, but you're not gonna find anything. But, well, we don't have a phone. But there's a phone right there, so let's pick that up. Because I want to bring up the notepad thing that we have. Oh boy. But apparently, oh shit, okay. Apparently picking up the phone will cause those little crying sounds to appear. And some of it to fall over. Well, what I wanted to do though, now that that's the moment has passed, I guess. Well, hold on. Okay then. That wallpaper does seem to confirm that it was probably Reiko's mom's phone. I guess something in that picture causes the crying to happen again? No. Weird. It just happens randomly. What I wanted to look at was just the name of the number. Yuko Asagiri. There we go. Just to keep that in mind. Because whoever Samano is, I guess that's not her, and that's not the daughter either, obviously, because we know the name. We've known the name for quite a long time. Okay, we can't open that one or that one. We can only open those two doors, and there's nothing there. Not even a vampire potato, or whatever the actual sponge monster name was from Goosebumps. That's the stupid reference I was trying to do just now. Gruel, I think that's what it was. I just remembered. Okay. Everything in here, I'm expecting, well, there's shoes. It's supposed to be like the entrance where you just leave your shoes. Yeah. And we intuit the layout of this map? Well, no, apparently it's just another private room, like when we were in Shin's room. Drawstring bag looks handmade. I mean, presumably there's something important here, and that's why the crying sound keeps coming back. What could it be? Is it something in there? Yeah, there we go. Yuko Asagiri's Diary 1. Oh, also new music. October 28th, lately I've been very busy. My afternoons at the engineering firm won't be enough to pay for Reiko's hospital bills. I applied to work nights at the convenience store, so I won't be coming home until late at night. Oh, we got like a bunch of pages though. November 17th, I talked to Reiko, it's been a while. She asked me why I broke my promise to meet her yesterday. I had to cover for a girl at work who was sick, but maybe it's too much to ask a child to understand. February 7th, when I left I said I would protect Reiko, but I don't know if I can keep my promise. No matter how hard I work, there never seems to be enough money. Well, it's all for Reiko, but I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. Her phone was disconnected and there's nothing I can do about it. Well, been getting dizzy spells. I decided to quit my job at the convenience store. Just couldn't keep up, but the engineering job isn't going to be enough. What am I going to do? Can't do this anymore. Life's just too hard. Oh, so did she, like, get ahead of the curve when it comes to what her daughter did? Came to the mountains, thinking about committing suicide when my legs gave out when I looked down at the ocean from the cliff. I can't believe I'm still afraid to die, even after I left Rico. Still haven't brought myself to commit suicide after almost a month later. Using fake names, going from place to place. The hospital might be looking for me since I didn't pay the hospital bills last month. Oh boy. Let's continue my life in hiding. Can manage to support myself with part-time work. Those busy days behind me feel like a dream, but perhaps this lifestyle is the dream instead. Still think about Rico, but I can't go back now. Still, I can't bring myself to throw away the cell phone, although I keep it turned off because I'm afraid of getting a call from Rico. Well, that sucks. So she wasn't like dodgy or abandoned her. Well, I mean, she did abandon her, but it was a big ol' drama the whole way through. Well, there's my phone. I don't know what even causes that at this point. Doesn't seem to be connected. Oh, telephone, yeah. I mean, that one we just established is not connected. Well, shoot, so what now? Are there more parts of the diary that I can find? Did she put one of them in the fridge? No, maybe not. Can we turn the lights on? No. Can we turn the lights off and see if anything looks different? I guess not. Can we watch a tape? I mean, we didn't like find any new phone numbers or anything like that, did we? There's also like no other drawers or anything else that we can open over here. These doors underneath. No, I'm pretty sure this hand's this grasp action icon is just for those drawers. I mean, we keep hearing the weeping on the phone, but there doesn't seem to be any other feedback to go with that. So I'll leave these open just in case something decides to appear here. I'm at a bit of a loss right now, I gotta say. It's empty inside, just like me. Now you have to ask yourself if I was playing a character when I said that. Perhaps one day you will know the answer, but perhaps not. Right, where is this? Like, I'm gonna presume that oh, here we go. Let's find another wait, what? Okay, there's all this for this to open. I thought I was just picking up a book, but I was just stuck in there. Oh my god. I'll figure this out somehow, hopefully. I would hope. To be honest, I don't really like these kinds of... Wait a moment. Just... okay. Like, I know exactly what kind of puzzle this is, and I just don't really like it. That should be it. The logic for it is not so good. It's just like, play around with it until you eventually just get it. You're causing it is diary 2. There we go. August 4th. Reiko killed herself. I can't believe I'd find out about my own daughter's suicide from the news. Sorry for being such a horrible mother. Well... Can't bring myself to come forth to say that I'm her mother. I haven't paid the hospital bills and I can't afford a funeral. What will they say when the mother suddenly appears after 2 months without contact? Now that I don't have Reiko, there's no point going back to my old life. Am I going crazy? I hear voices from the cell phone that is turned off. It's Reiko's. She blames me for not even going to see her after her death. The cell phone that is turned off. Well, so not the landline phone. I'm sorry. The rest is blank. Because Giri was abandoned by her mother, she hated her mother so much. But her mother was just desperate, I guess. Rico Asagiri's ghost created the mnemonic abyss, then she must be in the hospital. I mean, we found her in the morgue, but I guess that was just fake. I can calm Reiko's anger, maybe I can erase the mnemonic abyss with everyone inside? I don't know. But how do I do that? Well, I don't know, maybe her mom has some kind of tip from before all that happened. mean, how long was Reiko in the hospital that she was like... Like only recently the mom ran into that whole situation, but like I don't know, I feel like they could clarify a little bit better what exactly the deal was with her health-wise, but maybe this has something to do with it, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of conspicuous, no matter how you slice it. Newspaper is from 5 years ago, fake flowers. Is there gonna be like another book that I need to find? Anything else to that effect? I mean, nothing has really happened in this place so far beyond me just finding stuff. So I don't know if I really want to save again right now. I guess I'll leave these open as well, even though I already exhausted the stuff that was in there. Is there something in the fridge? No. Has something appeared in the fridge, I guess would be the actual question there. Can I interact with these cupboards up here? No. Can I try to open the door to the outside world? Turn the light on and off? I don't know. Do I bring up the telephone? I mean, just stare there again. Yeah, I don't know, I'm looking intently, but I'm not really finding anything more. Or something like right there. That's just like a box of tissues, right? Yeah, okay. Which was there from the beginning, so that's not a new thing. There's nothing else in these shelves that we've not... already acknowledged. Doesn't seem to be connected. Would you like to look up at the ceiling? I mean, that's the only... Oh, okay, we're still gonna get that shit happening even in this map. That seems a little... I don't know. It seems like the game handling itself a little in poor taste. Is there another book in that thing that wasn't there before? I don't think that's it, no, but... yeah, I don't know. I'm at a bit of a loss right now. Do I just call someone? Guess I'm gonna try it. I guess I'm gonna try closing the fridge. I don't know. I feel like... Is there a note on the fridge? If there is, we can't read it. I don't know, maybe we call someone. Can we like try to leave? Actually, wait a moment. Sado Amano, isn't it? I just now put two and two together that apparently this is Sado Amano, this is his. Because I did not remember at all that that was supposed to be his last name. How did that end up here? Something else to ask yourself. I don't know, man. What if we try to call the Ring Kagura phone? I mean, I don't expect she'll pick up. Still calling, though. I do still hear the calling, but... Well, I guess we're not gonna get a response. We have to, like, actually manually stop that, but... See, I'm not even sure if we have to, like, do something with the phone right now. But... maybe we have to return to the hospital? The idea is that if we can find Rin, who should be in, or not Rin, but Reiko, who should be in the hospital, and calm her down, we can maybe possibly put a stop to all this, but I guess we're gonna try the hospital phone numbers right now, because this was the phone that we had just before we teleported here. Doesn't seem to be doing anything right now, though. Okay, I'm going to assume that's not going to do anything. That's the Hina phone. What about the Yoshi phone? That's... oh, fuck. That's also the hospital phone. 4476. If I like get stuck for too long, I think I'm also gonna go grab a nudge, but I'll at least try this. And yeah, nothing seems to be happening, so I'm going to assume that's not it either. That and Kyoko, but yeah, I guess Makoto didn't get Kyoko's number, so... dang, okay. I mean, I guess the other thing that comes to mind is, can we try recording? I mean, we got the phones, like the mom's crying here clearly, but I don't think that could be... like any words could be gleaned out of that recorder, yeah. I guess maybe if we wait until we hear her again and then... there. Well, we heard a little bit of crying at the beginning there. Maybe that's gonna do something, or maybe not. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna need to go fetch myself a nudge after all, because I'm kind of at a loss here. I mean, we don't have to, like, walk around and find a place that's, like... the precise location in which we will get cried at, surely. I don't think there is such a location. I'm gonna try turning off the light, I don't know. You can only see ghosts clearly without the light, but we haven't seen like any trace of a visible ghost so far. But yeah, it seems like no matter what, the ghost crying also just stops suddenly. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to go get a nudge after all, because I don't want to like just keep waffling about here. Alright, apparently there's some stuff I need to notice in here as well. And for one thing, the clock has some interesting characters mixed into it. I think I'm gonna try to take a picture of that. I don't know how clear that's gonna look, especially on the capture, like in-game capture sent to the Wii message board, but I might as well give it a try. We posted blah blah blah, yes. I mean, we've known this for quite a long time and we've been doing that. There. And maybe we need to take a closer look at this as well, maybe, even though I thought that we were pretty much done looking at this. There is like something that looks like it. Oh, there's a trigger that moves the lower body. Okay then. Hey, would you look at that? What is this? Sadow's flash drive. New computer to check contents. Okay, so we just failed to find the one tiny spot in that rotatable object. Oh, something fell out of the diary. Okay, so finally we got this moving along. Kyoko's letter 2. Dear Yuko Asagiri, it's Nurse Ibino from Kuromiya Hospital. I understand how busy your schedule must be, but please come see Reiko when you can. Reiko smiles so much when you come to visit. If there's anything I can do, please just ask Kyoko Hibino. I mean, they don't have like some kind of safety net insurance for medical stuff in Japan that would have prevented this giant dramatic situation from happening. Like, please sign up for this insurance so that hospital visits don't ruin you. is how it works in some of the avenues that I've been made aware of, at least. Okay, so maybe now we can teleport back. Guess I'll try the number again first. I don't know how well that'll. Well, we need a computer to check, so I don't know if this will help, but yeah, I don't know. I think that when you dial a number that you can actually teleport to, you can just tell the visual difference immediately. So I don't think this is it. What about Yoshikuromiya though? That should hopefully allow me to access the, rest of the hospital. Or maybe this is the point when you try to call the number and he ends up making contact with what's her face instead. Okay, yeah, I think that might be it.
Hello? I didn't think that you'd pick up. You're at Kurumiya Hospital, right?
Why are you calling on this phone?
I was going to transport to the hospital. Don't worry about that for now. Listen to me. There are many locations within the Mnemonic Abyss, but they all share a single origin, the Kurumiya Hospital.
What do you mean?
Basically, whoever's been dragging people into the Mnemonic Abyss through the Black Page is there.
Makoto? Hello?
So that's what happened. I mean, if this is the same ghost that we've been hearing crying so far, surely she won't be. Oh boy. Oh, maybe she will be a little surly towards us. And try to shake us around by the scruff. Oh, shit. Well, hey, it's... I mean, that's more or less the Phasmophobia animation as well. Okay, I'm desperately, shaking right now. Hopefully that's enough for her to leave me alone, I would hope. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, so the little action thing for her also comes like immediately. Better keep that in mind. Okay, oh. Gosh darn it. Okay, so each time that happens, I feel like each time I try to shake her off, and I do shake her off, just kind of silently hoping that that's enough to get this sequence to end, but maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to like try to teleport again, or teleport away again. Or not, okay. Then we just have to like tough it out, I guess. I will say if there's one thing about this game that I would probably change, it would probably be these sequences that, like, you have no idea of whether or not you even, like, what you're supposed to do to actually, not be stalked by the spooky ghosts anymore. Something in here that I didn't see before? No, I don't think so. But reclaim the phone and then maybe actually teleport away. Or try to go somewhere else. What's this now? Oh, it's calling by itself. 858-838. What could this be? Where could this be taking us? Doesn't really look familiar.
The number dialed itself? Where am I?
Yeah, where am I? As a matter of fact, that is a good question. Someone hasn't cleaned up here. Food containers are strewn about. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't put these in the sink. You put these in the garbage, but then you just wash your hands of the whole thing. No pun intended. So you're well stocked with more. Well, I mean, presumably if you don't have a lot of money, then, these are sometimes a good alternative too. I mean, not really. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the time you can get better food than that by just buying a bunch of fresh stuff and making a bunch of food. And keeping that for a while. Bunch of empty containers. There's a freaking ashtray. Oh, there's cigarette butts. Okay, so whoever wasn't here. Okay, I'm not gonna try to be even the slightest bit sympathetic towards. There's stacks of occult magazines. There's videotapes for research purposes. So this is like Sadow's place specifically, I'd imagine. His photograph, Sado. Yeah, I guess that pretty much confirms it. And he also had a. I mean, Surely it's not gonna turn out after all this that we had no idea that, like, Sado was the father, and we literally had no idea. That would be something to be sure. Oh, the cell phone is broken, but also the chat room may have just come on over there. I mean, if Sado was the father, what the fuck was he doing during that whole, you know, dramatic episode where the mother was going crazy and and Draco was just like also going crazy in the hospital? If he was a father, then what was he doing that whole time? Alright, 100% realism. Always a thoughtful inclusion. And with the idea that there's nothing else to look at here, let's take a close look. Yeah, look at that keyword, by the way. You would see if it's just like left to right letters, the most comfortable keyword imaginable. Perhaps I can check the contents of the flash drive with it. Oh yeah, that too. Kind of forgot that was there. That's a bit of a suspicious look for a flash drive, if you ask me, but I mean, what could the password be? Is it just gonna be his last name? I mean, that's what we saw in the... Oh, whoops. The underside of that robot, so... Incorrect password. This isn't what I was looking for. There must be a clue somewhere. Okay. Well, what could it be then? Sado the filthy chain smoker? Sado the disorganized guy who eats nothing but takeout and like microwave stuff? Kind of wish I could get a better look at that so I can try to read it, but there's supposed to be a clue somewhere. Where could it be? Maybe we can pick this up now. Sadow's room. I mean, surely the clue isn't gonna be like used to look at that picture and we're supposed to figure it out based on that. There's full of wrinkles. I mean, this is a common sight in Japanese homes where you just have like giant bags of trash just lying around in rooms, just in the middle of them like that. I would hope not, but well, let me see if I can like disprove this lingering theory that I got after looking at the picture again. Surely this is not gonna be it. Okay, Town must have left, or Sarah must have left a hint somewhere. I mean, it's not gonna be, well, we can't examine the little flash drive again, so but imagine that the clue would be somewhere else. We like turn the light off and leave it in glow-in-the-dark letters somewhere in the room? No. Would appear to be that. Well, what about the phone? Cell phone is broken, but okay, so we can't even look at it. I thought maybe that might be something, but I guess not. Well, shit. Now what? Food containers, I mean, I'd open that. We've looked at all these. Wait, what? Okay, no, I thought that was something different, but no. I'm officially stumped again. I hope it doesn't get to the point where we need another nudge, but it might. Papers that seem to be research material are jammed in, but yeah, none of this stuff is stuff that we're apparently willing to actually take a closer look at. That seems to be the main thing. Where's the mouse? There's a bunch of stuff, tapes, videotapes for research purposes, and not the cassette tapes, which is what I thought we were looking at when we were pointing down there, but apparently not. There's this, which, yeah, apparently must be Sadow's room. This is not a clue at all. Even if we turn the lights off and look, it's no different. Oh shoot, I don't know. Oh wait a minute. Is there something? No, never mind. I thought there might be something scribbled in the posters right above the computer that I didn't see before, but no. I don't think that's it. It's sort of like a piece of paper, yeah. Taped to the side of the computer as well, but I'm not allowed to look at that apparently. I mean, surely, okay, we've tried Amano, we've tried Reiko. It's not gonna be this either, but at this point, might as well. Yeah. What about, might as well, you know, make sure that this is not it either. Oop. No. Why do you just do individual key presses for erasing that? Each letter, why don't you just hold it down? Oh, whatever. Or just do the educated way, which is, you know, shift home and then just hit backspace one time. Something in here? Surely not. And flush the toilet again, but there doesn't even seem to be anything else that we can look at in here. We can get some privacy. Maybe in the privacy of this bathroom we'll have enough clarity of mind to where we can figure out a password, or maybe not. Okay, I don't know, I think I'm kind of at a loss here. What about if we try to go into this menu? Cell phone, but there's nothing to display, blah 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 blah. Nothing hidden in this clock, is there? No, apparently not. Is there something underneath that I haven't looked at? No, I mean there is this stuff just here, but we're not gonna comment on that. And I'm pretty sure that selection is just gonna, you know, sue me back into this. God damn it. So now I fear that I will be looking for a notch real quick. Look for a few things. Oh, hey, what do you know? That only appears when you turn the flashlight off. Why? What the fuck? I was not expecting. It's a key, though. Oh boy, it looks a bit like the number 5 kanji, but it's not really the same. So that's one thing that's not really gonna help us here, but I guess we have that now. Anything else over here? I mean, from what I can gather, there might just be. So you can kind of peer into some of these, or at least one on the left, unless I am tripping. Looks like there's something visible back there, but it doesn't look like I can interact with that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, well then. That's an interesting place to put something. Oh yeah, we can't take a picture of itself unless it's broken. Well, we're just gonna have to make a mental note of that, I guess. And yeah. So that's a couple of things that I had no idea. Hmm. Oh, okay. Just got another little spooky flash. Alright. Well, let's go into our file. I can't really bring up the notebook easily because we can't bring up the cell phone. But it should be here, question mark. Controls. I mean, is it here in the somewhere else in the menu? No, I don't think it is, no. File. If I like skip to the bottom of the file, what do we get? Director's memo status card, phone number memo status card. There's also this number, which I guess that's supposed to be a number that we've not been able to call before, so maybe that's gonna be it. 993-754-862. I feel like I tried early on to call that number and it didn't really work and just never came up again. Well then, there you go. And yes, I mean, I will fully admit to looking at the walkthrough for that, because, I mean, there's no hint to do that in the room, which is what I was looking for. Too deep into my research of the black page, I ended up inside the market abyss myself, but I cannot give up. I'm still scouring for clues as if I'm preparing to write another article, an article that nobody will read. Can't help myself, though. I want to organize my data before I perish. If somebody reads these notes and manages to escape from here, that would make everything worthwhile. As a lawn worker, a hotel employee, an internet cafe customer, 3 high school girls, and a doll maker. The only connection between them is that they all saw the black page. We somehow know that. Don't really see what proof there would be, or way there would be to prove that, but we just assume. Thus, I must conclude that the black page is what brings people here. With regards to the multiple deaths at the Kuromi hospital 5 years ago, it seems that all the victims were somehow connected to Reiko Asagiri. Okay, so he's not the dead, based on how he's talking about her, so that whoever that's in the picture with him must not be her. Most of the victims were people quite familiar with her. It's also interesting that this continued even after her death. Her suicide was most likely the event that started it all. Locations within the mnemonic abyss seem to be composed from the memories of the people trapped within. I confirm the new locations, or that new locations emerge after my arrival. When you first arrive, you're somewhat alive. The memories are intact, and your body in reality is probably in a comatose state. As you come in contact with the ghosts, you slowly become a ghost yourself. When the transformation is complete, you most likely die in real life. If you die in the mnemonic abyss, you die in real life. What do you know? If I could find a way to get out of the mnemonic abyss while my body's still alive, I would probably be able to return to the real world. However, I've yet to find any such method. Now let's talk about Reiko Asagiri again. This is all conjecture from here. According to the nurse's diary, Reiko committed suicide when she lost her will to live. Anger at her mother and her chatroom friends for abandoning her spurred her on. The black page seems to be a manifestation of her rage and loneliness. Or loneliness, without the... One can almost sense her anger and fear of being betrayed. That is probably what led to the initial incident at the hospital. The expansion of the mnemonic abyss could represent the little girl's desire to escape the hospital at any cost. So how are we to combat this? I don't have the answer to that. However, I did find a short memo when I transported to Yoko Asagiri's room. It was her daughter's phone number. Ghosts will communicate with you through the phone. Perhaps you can communicate with them the same way. Perhaps you can persuade them. That's the only thing I could come up with in the time that I have left. And this is Reiko Asagiri's cell phone number, so maybe with this we can reach her directly, but...
You finally got here.
I mean, you could have given me the number earlier to transport here. But how are we gonna get out of here if the only cell phone that we have in here is broken? That's what I'm wondering.
I knew that you would get here eventually.
I just followed you here, Sadao. I followed your research too. I think I understand it now. But what are you trying to tell me? through your notes.
I just wanted to show you what I was researching. That's all.
What do you mean?
Catalysts and editors don't have the power to change events or solve issues.
Yeah. I've discussed this with you many times. But we can spread the news about a particular topic, and that can lead to change. That's what you always say.
Yes, that is what I believe. As a journalist, I have to believe that. I'm glad you were able to come this far, Makoto.
But is there nothing we can do? Is there no way to stop Reiko and the expansion of the mnemonic abyss?
No. Well, perhaps there is a way. But those things are not important anymore.
Sadao?
Makoto, this world still has many mysteries. Don't you find it intriguing?
Boy, are we about to get
I
betrayed?
wanted you to come here, Makoto. Let's become partners again.
No, Sadao, no.
Oh boy. I mean, he's dealt with that before. All he has to do is shake him off, surely. That's the end of the curse. Oh, there we go. And yeah, I guess we'll save over that because we don't really have a lot of wiggle room for whatever might be left here. I can't believe Sadao would betray us after all that. And apparently, well, the most important thing that he said, you might interpret, is that there might be a way to not die after all. So maybe something that Ring can do the trick and put a sock in this whole spooky nonsense. Don't believe it. I thought it was a dream, but they were my memories. Okay, so we're just going right back into this timeline's version of the lamentation ended just a little while ago. Is that Koroneko? Do we have the? Yeah, we do. We have the flashlights. So okay, maybe now we're gonna have well, we are in a new chapter now called a bond. Apparently, maybe we'll have an opportunity to have things go differently. Potentially, possibly, hopefully. Oh goodness! Oh, we got another call. What kind of ringtone is that?
It's Reiko Asagiri. She's the origin of the mnemonic abyss. You can only communicate with a ghost by using a phone. You're the only one who can stop Reiko Asagiri.
Oh man. Well, I guess we can probably assume that was Makoto, but he didn't give us the number though. Oh, maybe now he will. So even though this is technically the second person I think we've seen who we met alive in here that eventually became a ghost, he seems like... oh, there he goes. Can we run after him perhaps? We can, but I mean, it's probably gonna, yeah, you know, one of those examples of, hey, go this way. Okay, maybe now he's gonna be... I've just handed us the number though that we needed. Phone number memo for Reiko Asagiri 997-600-184. That's why, Makoto, but yeah, that's like I was saying before I interrupted myself, that's the second person we've seen that we met as a person, as a living person here in the spooky world, and he eventually became a ghost, but unlike Shin, he doesn't seem like he's freaking out or trying to attack us. So that's nice. And there he goes, he's down there. So I guess the chairs that would have prevented us from going down there last time are now gone. So we could theoretically try to call that number immediately, but I think we'll try to, you know, try to see where he's leading us to start. It's gotta be important. At least he's thoughtful enough to match our pace. Is there another phone here? Oh boy, well there's Reiko. There's a phone, we don't have a phone. No, we do have a phone, so... Okay. So let's get jumped to try to grab that phone. And totally focus on this, okay. Yeah, I still think it's like... dispensing medicines or something. Can we actually pick that up, or... Oh, nope. Does not want me to pick that up. Hey Rico, we'll be with you in just a moment. Oh, we can't save. That's a bit unfortunate, but guess we're gonna maybe... Actually, is this... Did we like fuck up? Did we miss our opportunity to call her, or... And actually... Are we doing it right now? Oh goodness. See, I don't think... I'm pretty sure that this didn't happen before, because we didn't have the means to communicate this way.
So you were Kuroneko.
You wanna say something?
Will you listen? Listen. Listen to what I have to say. I didn't break our promise.
I think she did say listen, listen, listen last time too.
It's true. But I got into an accident. I was taken to this hospital.
And taken.
The funny thing is, I was in the bed right next to yours.
But when I woke up, you were already doing your thing.
If I had woken up a bit sooner.
You're still just listening unamused.
It's just an excuse, I know. I couldn't keep our promise. I'm sorry. I know it's too late, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I wasn't there. It's only a matter of time before I become part of this world. Then I'll be here for you. With Kuroneko. You won't be sad anymore. You can forget your bitterness.
But then this world will stop existing? Question mark? I don't know. What our play is right now. I'm trying to remember if this is like... We also got like this very dramatic piano music last time too, and it was the one that was like perfectly timed to the cutscene length. Or vice versa, I guess. Yeah, I think it was. So are we gonna have to do the... Okay. The pursuit again. So, yeah. Except maybe now? Yeah, maybe now the stuff... what do we call it? The stuff she's saying is not quite so
I don't believe it.
pessimistic as last time. Oh boy. I mean, okay, maybe we just have to go a little bit faster because I don't know, it feels like
I was always alone.
maybe we're actually
Always crying alone.
needing to hurry up here.
I don't believe it.
Okay, yeah. But maybe this time when we get to the place, things are gonna go differently.
I don't believe it. You came to ask me. I was always alone.
And here we are, question mark, I thought, but it won't let me go in the room. Even though I don't think there is anywhere else we can go, unless it's here. Oh, 302, I thought it was 301 that she was in. That's what I was led to believe that whole time. So it's like the only room in this floor that we can go into. Okay, I was gonna say, this time we didn't just decide that we wanted to go first, but we go together instead. So now what? I can say that. Or yes, it's still going. It's pretty interesting sounding piano to juxtapose with this. Which I would say the question remains, now what? Okay, I guess that's the other ending. Or another ending. I would assume, I mean, I don't know. I would imagine that there are any more endings, but that seemed like it had a fair amount of finality to it, but I would definitely say still the question remains what's supposed to happen at this point. What will happen to Rin and to the other people who were in here, who were not ghosts? Because in the other ending, I mean, there was the more or less confirmation that What's-Her-Face got out, Chiyo got out, but I mean, who else was in here? Makoto ended up getting betrayed by the dude, and now he's a ghost too. We know that Shin is a ghost. Was there anyone else in here that we know of that wasn't a ghost? I don't think so, actually. If there was, then I'm totally blanking. So I guess the real question right now, assuming that in this timeline we can assume that Chiyo also gets out and goes back to the real world. What's gonna happen to Rin here? I mean, she's the only other person left alive. I mean, what's gonna happen to all the people who came here alive and then ended up becoming ghosts while they were in here, for that matter? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little too unfamiliar with, like, quote-unquote modern Japanese horror to, like, temper my expectations for how some of these stories are resolved. I mean, I'm trying to remember the ending of Narashino game, because I feel like that's probably the closest thing to this that I played in any kind of context, and that could also be comparable to it both in context, in style, in platforming story and a lot of things, and I think that one was resolved fairly well. At least if you get the good ending. So I can only question what will happen after get to the end of that credit sequence there. Oh, we get another call coming in. What could this be about? Okay, well, you're welcome. So what happens now? Oh, so she gets out too? Maybe, possibly, potentially. It does seem like a bit white voidy behind her, so... Not sure if this is just like she's back in the real world. My room?
What?
Oh, okay. She's gonna say...
My room?
I guess that's just an actual wall. A very bright wall.
I'm alive.
Well, and that wasn't there before. Presumably. Maybe it was. Okay, guess that's gonna be our gesture of finality. Oh, and yeah, I guess we could have one more. I don't think we had any chance to like save during the final chapter, so this is gonna be our final chapter save. Presumably, the bond completed. We just have one empty slot left after all that. But I think that might be the game. Like for real, sis, this time. Interesting way to end it. But, okay. Gallery, I mean, let's take a look at the gallery. Let's see what we have so far. I don't know. We have, like... Well, we should probably take a look at the characters. I don't know if it's going to be different now that we've completed the second run through the game, more or less. But now, apparently, all the characters that we don't have access to, we still don't have access to. Movies, password... I mean, to take a look at the password thing, because we should have, just probably look at the keys that we have. We're still missing, got 6 keys. Even after we found this one, which is ridiculous in its own right. I don't know if we have enough, like, any of these passwords to, or enough keys to enter any of these passwords in their totality. I don't know. But at least there's a few new things, yeah. I feel like at this point they might have to... Yeah, this is all just like the new movies we got by doing the second run through the game that led to an actual ending, or at least something, ending with more finality, more, this happened. You haven't heard this ringtone, oh boy. So what is this though? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is just receiving calls, but there's one more that we didn't get, 16, 17, so it's just, at least some of them are missable. Interesting. We missed one call, one recording, we missed one message. 4, message 3, message 9, message 8, I guess, yeah. 1, 2, 2 messages. Okay, so I didn't miss a whole lot to like try and 100% the phone list. I'm gonna have to, take a look at some of this stuff first. File. Does this have like, yeah, designated spots for everything, so presumably if you missed anything, you're just gonna be a black spot, so there's a few things that we missed. By the looks of it, but not very many. And the bonus images. Apparently we got new stuff there. I don't remember if we looked at these before. If oh, well, we did, and we didn't have anything unlocked at all. But now there might be something. Question mark? Oh yeah. Okay, well we got a few there, and that's it. How are there so many of these that we haven't seen at all? Well, this is the one that got like sent to the Wii message board. We saw it there. And then there's this, which is presumably, we can say the same thing about this one, but we'll confirm it in just a minute. Yeah, it's pretty much everyone. Even like the spooky other nurse is there. It actually tried to strangle us. And then there's this. Okay, these are like all the, well, maybe not all of them, but certainly a large amount of the phone wallpapers that we saw. So there you go. I think that's like all the extras. There's looks like there's a good chunk of extras left to access for this. So I might look into that on my own time. Like, I guess the idea is that you like to do a few more runs and try to search for secrets and stuff. So maybe I'll do that. Probably I'll do that. But for now, I think I can confidently say that we at least got to the true vanilla ending. So interesting. Or, I mean, I just said so interesting, I mean that in the sense of so, comma, that was interesting. In case there was any ambiguity about that. Oh boy, we got 6 new stuff sent to the Wii message board, so let's take a look at that. Or I sort of give my final thoughts, I guess, for the time being. Oh boy. I think these black ones are for like special deaths. Aren't they? I don't remember if this is one that we've seen before. I feel like it might be. Just like, maybe this one up here is this. Oh no, wait, this is like Makoto being killed, and this might be Rin being killed, because I don't remember. Because I think we got one of these before. I guess I can probably find it if I go back far enough. The first time we... Oh my goodness. Oh, this one we finished the first like ending of the game. Here maybe? Yeah, the first one of these that we got was with Shin. And I mean, I would assume that the one that we just got just now is... Yes, that is indeed what it is. Okay. No, wait, that's 2 days ago. This is what it is. Like, I would assume that this is with Rin, because there's like not really any other playable characters. I don't know what death might have triggered this message. There's like this, pardon Makoto Shida, I can't really see the symbols there though, but oh well. I'll look back through the vault and it'll probably look clear there. Here's "We're always together." These are the special messages that we get only if you managed to meet the woman in red, which we did a few times. Our eyes met. I was happy. I want to see you, I want to see you, I want to see you. And whatever it says on the top left here, I think that's supposed to be, yeah. Supposed to be... I thought it was supposed to be hiragana, but I can't even tell now. I feel like that's too much of a chicken scratch kind of thing that I can actually make that out. Oh yeah, there you go. That was calling, which I might end up going back to on my own time and maybe show off a bit of what that might result to on stream in the future. But yeah, that's a game that I've certainly had on my radar for quite a while, actually. A few years at the very least. Seemed like a very interesting kind of game to me conceptually, just when I heard about it being on the Wii, having some of the Wii gimmicks and having some stuff like that that you can find out. And yeah, I'd say that I would echo something that I've said before, probably just today, but something that's certainly been on my mind for a good bit, which is that that was kind of like Narashino game, but on the Wii, in a sense, kind of very unique kind of a horror game with a fairly conventional kind of, I guess, what you would expect from Japanese horror kind of vibe, but at the same time, the uniqueness is in how it's presented, how the interface exists, how you interact with it, and stuff that you can find, you know, how it takes advantage of the medium that it's in. So I'd say that's a worthwhile experience, and especially I'm quite glad, you know, despite the hiccups I ended up having, which, strangely enough, I don't think I had any today. But the hiccups I had ended up having with, you know, the audio connection between the system and the Wiimote being spotty, and like the audio that's supposed to be coming out of the Wiimote to simulate the Wiimote being a cell phone, kind of just randomly cutting out It's still preferable to not having that audio at all, which is what I think, how I think that would have to go if I had, like, wanted to stream that at any point before I figured out, like, how to do this with actual hardware, so I think that was for the better. I think this was the right time to do it. I think it would have detracted quite a bit to not have that part of it. But, yeah. That was quite interesting. I'm just now realizing, though, now that I'm thinking about it, that we didn't get that other photo that we saw, where the first ending that we got, it did send the photo to the message board of, like, all the characters, or not all the characters, but like the 4 playable characters standing next to each other. And it didn't do the same for the other photo that we unlocked. At the end of, like, literally every character in the game, even the spooky ghosts, just posing for the big photo, but maybe we can always just access it. But yeah, I probably will end up diving into that, back into that a little bit in my own time and try to find more stuff in it and maybe bring that back to stream briefly so I can show the end result of that. But for now, you know, it is also the right time for a little bit of shut-eye. Probably would be more so if I was able of maintaining a schedule that actually promoted that in a good way, but well, it's been long enough, you know, if you consider too the extra time that I had, not just on the current stream timer, but adding to that the stuff that I ended up losing because of the mysterious BSOD that's happened for like the 2nd time in a row this week while I was streaming this game. Hopefully that doesn't keep happening. Still very confused as to why that happened, but oh goodness, I did make a little change, but I didn't have to even make this change before, I guess, in the future. If I'm gonna stream Wii games or something with capture card, I'm gonna try to restart my computer right before I start doing that. Maybe that's a trick. I don't know, Windows kernel is like getting bizarre errors recently and I have no idea why, but I'll just continue to worry about that later. There's not much point to just bitching about that right now. But yeah, there is, as I'm fairly sure I've mentioned before, there's one more game that I had in mind for a spooky season, and I think I've actually been waiting to do this since last year at least. I think that's about when I actually got it, and I haven't even touched it because I had the idea that I was going to stream one more thing for spooky season, and I don't think I managed to do it so diligently at that point in time, but with any luck I'll be able to do it now, so yeah. Let's consider this a slightly belated spooky season thing, but that is still very much within spooky season as far as I'm concerned, because, you know, November is definitely spooky month, and December has enough spooky aspects to it that it can definitely be considered as such if you are willing, and I certainly am. So there is one more game in that regard that I want to bring it to stream. And so I shall probably within the very near future. Oh my goodness. And I'm already like distracted and trying to click on stuff in the background, but I should probably at least end things off here before I do that. So I will do that now with this very, very appropriate track that just came on for probably a few different reasons, but not the least of which being just the thematic of this game that it comes from and the thematic of the game that we just finished playing. But yeah, there you go. So, as I always say, most of the time, or the totality of the time, or close enough to it, I would say you'll take it easy. Thank you, Burger, for coming like always. Thanks for chatting. Always great whenever people chat, and, ooh, okay, I put up a thing in the background here that I didn't realize it wasn't doing anything. Oh well. But yeah, I will see you all later, and hopefully, as always, sooner than later. But for now, I will say exactly that, later.